down to the exciting end. Although I might be better off over there because I don't want to get in the way of your stream.
I think it's already on.
Are we already on? Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, and welcome to today's stream of the Kingston Diamonds versus the Blackburn Lady Hawks. Quick introduction of the teams today, starting with the visiting team, the Blackburn team. So we have number 56, Emma Allender. Oh, it's been it back to front, how fancy. Number 19, Freya Broom. Number 97, Catherine Fairclough. Number 53, Preston Gleno. Number 72, Karen Higgins in net. Number 66, Victoria Johnson. 84, Elizabeth Caresha. Number 9, Ruth Leopold. Number 13, Rachel Pierce. Number 81, Abigail Rawcliffe. Number 96, Ruby Riley. And number 88, Sarah Wilson. We're just about to start. The referee looks ready to go. About to drop the puck, and we'll announce the home team in a moment. So you can see they're off, and Blackburn have got a brilliant start, straight into the diamond zone, looking really aggressive. The last time these two played at home, I believe it was a 5-all score, end-to-end hockey. I got criticised a little bit on my commentary for describing people's ages slightly incorrectly, so maybe start off with a quick apology to Ruth Leopold, who I described as being maybe 56 at the time. Well, actually, she's only 54. A baby, so sorry Ruth, hope you forgive me. Anyway, Diamonds in the Blackburn end at the moment, trying to put something together. A few little cheeky passes, still no shot on net yet. I think last time when the Diamonds played Blackburn, they had their import goalie in net. However, I know from experience that Karen Higgins is an excellent netminder. She plays ball hockey with me, and we were out in the World Championships late last year playing as goalie partners, so I know that Karen is going to put up a great fight. And I noticed that she's also got some new pads. Not sure about the colour, but very retro and, you know, possibly quite fashionable these days. Okay, right. I really should now introduce the Diamonds because they're just doing a quick line change. A few more Diamonds than the Blackburn ladies, so they've got more legs. So, quick rundown. So we've got number 2, CJ. I'm sorry. Sorry about this. Ashley Clark. Number 5, Melissa Beale. Number 9, Susan Pearson. Number 10, Eva Rizzeli. 17, Jessica Hackin. 24, Caitlin Payton. And 26, Lois Tomlinson. 36, Carla Clark. 41, Kerry Greaves. Sorry, I paused as there was a quick shot on net then. Number 43, Zoe Marples. 45, Evelyn Strong. 49, Sarah Rowlands. 50, Emily Johnson, our netminder. 56, Isabel Oslin. 79, Erica Cloud. 93, Amber Park. And number 94, Sonia Bryce. Okay, let's get back into the game. Very testing the water so far, a little bit of end-to-end, nothing too significant. I feel as though the only shot on net was actually by Blackburn on testing Emily, but as we all know, Emily's cool goalie, usually has everything under control. A little bit of a dump and chase opportunity, but the Diamonds have that in hand, although not cleared the zone, they have done now. That's Captain Lois trying to make a break for it, but taking the opportunity to change whilst in the Blackburn zone, which is an excellent way to play. I'm actually liking this, a lot of experience on the Blackburn team that can play around the younger, faster Diamonds. So it's quite complimentary and will prove to be a really excellent game. In fact, so far I'm seeing Blackburn getting most of the action. The Diamonds really need to lean on their speed and break out and go for it very quickly. Oh, Eva almost got the puck then. Eva does like to go alone quite often. And then we got one of our newer players now. About number 45. Not quite getting in to make a shot. Right, it's nothing really exciting to talk about, and it's really unfortunate when you don't have a commentary partner, so you can have like little chats about what's famous in Blackburn, etc. I think last time we had Ed Nielsen, we do miss and we do want you back, Ed, because I'm not as good as you at commentating, sending me messages all the way through the game to try and weave in random words. It's not happened so far, and I don't particularly want to look at my phone just in case he's asking me to talk about submarines or porcupines. Anyway, again, it's just Chippy battling in between. There's a beautiful layoff there. Sarah Wilson's a great player who set something up. Fantastic shot on net. Didn't quite see who the Blackburn player was that made the shot. Definitely tested Emily. She managed to play it out on the Diamonds and now on the break. So we've got a 2-on-2, but the Diamonds are now 2-on-1. Great save by Karen. First time she's had to make a save. Went straight into that butterfly. Lovely save. I think this is just a matter of testing the water. Face off in the Blackburn defensive zone. So let's see if the Diamonds can make anything of this. Puck's dropped. And it maybe looks like Blackburn are going to get it clear. Some smart playing. I think number 13 is Karen Pierce. Oh, Rachel Pierce, sorry. Oh, real opportunity there. I mean, from my count, they've had at least 3 more shots on the Diamonds than the Diamonds have had on Blackburn. I think there's going to be some interesting coaching chats at the end of this period if the Diamonds don't start putting the puck on the Blackburn net. Maybe they're complacent, but they shouldn't be. Anyway, here's Izzy Oswin coming in with the puck. Great save by Karen. Karen Higgins is all over it. She watched that puck all the way in. And Diamonds managed to keep the puck in the zone. Good work by Erica Proud, but now the Blackburn have broken free. Plenty of defence down to support. Not quite a shot on net, but definitely within the vicinity of the goal. Danger there, very dangerous. Unfortunately, the defender of the Diamonds tried to stop the puck and bounced in the air where Emily had to be completely on it. I think Emily's going to enjoy today. There's been a few games recently where, even if she wasn't here, the Diamonds would have pulled off the win. Whereas today, this is a different affair entirely. I'm just counting them in my head roughly. I think Diamonds have had 2 shots. Blackburn have had at least 5 shots on the net. So definitely a different story to what we're used to when we're facing teams in this league. Now then, I think it was just an accidental clash of players, but I'm not liking the look of the Blackburn players struggling to get up. It looks like it's Sarah Wilson and probably one of their best players. She is struggling to get off. She's in definite pain. This is not nice to see. I must admit, Sarah is one of my friends, so I genuinely don't like to see any of my friends in trouble like that. But we continue to play hockey. Diamond still just got it out of the zone. Nice pass on, but I don't think Ashley Clark is ready for it. We're definitely in the Blackburn end now. I even think the Blackburn girls are feeling sorry for Karen in net, that they actually put a shot on Karen by accident, which was no problem at all for Karen. And she just dropped them brown leg pads and steered it away into the corner. Still no, real momentum coming off the Diamond side at the moment. The referee seems to be now assisting the Diamonds by stopping the puck. Not hugely sure who the referee is. I'll see if I can catch his name when he skates by. He looked very professional when he's dropping the puck. Anyway, does seem to me that Blackburn are still in control of this game. So that was Sarah Rowlands, we know as Sarah Selby, just stopping the puck from going anywhere, but unfortunately the Blackburn girls got it out of the zone. This looks interesting. Eva's an outstanding player, really happy to go it alone. She can keep going. I could actually see a goal coming out of this. Oh, very weak shot. I think that was due to the Blackburn girl getting on the end of a stick and preventing anything exciting happening there. So again, end-to-end hockey, not at a huge pace. It definitely just feels like they're testing the water with one another. I don't know if the Diamond strategy is to wear down the Blackburn girls, but we'll just have to see how this pans out. I'm just looking down into the Blackburn bench, and Sarah is thankfully on her feet. That's number 88, Sarah Wilson. She seems to be stretching her knee a little bit, so hopefully she'll be able to go back on the ice. Oh, a little bit of a test there for Karen Higgins in the Blackburn net. It was supposed to be maybe a tip, but didn't really go off, and she put that fire out immediately by killing the puck. It's Hewitt. Hewitt is our referee. Seen him refereeing in a lot of the men's senior games. You either love him or hate him, but I've got no qualms against him, and it's also really nice to see the more senior and professional referees, doing the women's hockey, because you can't help but grumble that sometimes we do end up with the weak learners that make the bad calls and let the games get out of hand as a result of them not taking control of the game. So, I'm quite pleased to see a professional and competent referee today. Right, Diamond's great opportunity. Carla Clark with a tip there. Karen was completely on it. Again, another little save. I'm even in the back of my mind thinking we've probably now equalled shots on both goalies. So maybe the Diamonds were just building up a little momentum. They've got to have that first to the puck attitude if they're going to take control. And we're now starting to almost just lob the puck in, a terrible attitude. But hopefully somebody will get behind it and make something of these, let's say, centering passes. Not that they look very centering. Okay, so Blackburn have cleared the zone. Diamonds have gone for a bit of a change at a risque moment. Oh, that was quite scary. That it was a bobbling high shot to Emily. Dealt with it very well. Clipped her glove, but it's out of zone. And I think I'm just looking at the referee. He's called an icing there. So icing to the benefit of the Blackburn girls. Who've all, everyone's now gone down into the Diamonds defensive zone. And scanning down there, Sarah Wilson is back on the ice. So Sarah Wilson, the Blackburn team, has a cracking slap shot. So the last thing the Diamonds want to do is for the puck to end up in Sarah's hands. Don't think the puck got cleared, unfortunately. And the Blackburn girls tried to capitalise, still not cleared. Really surprising by the Diamonds. It's just not what we're used to watching. Maybe they're not used to playing on a Saturday. Oh, there we go. An offside call. I'm hoping the girls were out on the last night. I'm just going to put this down to first period. Let's see what each team's doing. Just noticed there that Lois Tomlinson's now proudly wearing a C on her shirt. So let's hope that we're going to get a C for our fantastic captain of the D2B team, Sam Lazenby. So let's make that happen. Right, we'll see Sonia Bryce is on the ice now. Sonia's probably the most feisty player we've got on the Diamonds team today. She's kind of fallen over a little bit for no reason. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe her skates need sharpening. Maybe she got them sharpened at the Hull Arena rather than taking them to head coach Tim Heeland, who does the most exceptional sharpen. Right, okay. Well, we're breaking out now. Eva needs to be a bit more strong on the puck. She can't underestimate these really experienced ladies on the Blackburn team. They know how to make the puck do the work, rather than the Diamonds who like to get a few lengths in. What was that? Sarah Rowland's been unfortunately put on her bottom. she's back up again and back in the play. It's quite nice out here today. I've got a chair, which is quite unusual. Oh, rookie error, passing it to the Blackburn D. This could be very dangerous. The Diamonds really need to get it out. The Blackburn ladies, and they're sensible, the smart players, the positional players, fantastic. And it was only just the Blackburn lady not being in position there to keep it in the zone. And hopefully, yes, here we go. Izzy Oswin coming in, super fast skater, back of the net. I mean, this season, Izzy Oswin has turned the corner. She's one of the fastest skaters on the team, and I think her hands have caught her up, and that's just clearly demonstrated that she has really matured as a player. She's playing for both the D2A and the Division 1 Diamonds teams, because I think she's still one of the younger ones, possibly around about 17. She's been with us for a few years, and she plays like she's been playing for 10, but actually she's not got that many years behind her. Beautiful opening goal, and that's going to give the Diamonds a little bit of confidence, but also it's going to give the Blackburn ladies a real, retaliation mode. They're going to be wanting to get that goal back, and they're down in the Diamonds end, trying to do so with some really neat little passes, hovering around the net. Let's just see. Diamonds have now cleared the net, played it back to Izzy Oswin. Carla Clark's on the goal, waiting for that centering pass, and there, straight away, back post. No one on the Blackburn team were expecting that. They were in complete offensive mode when the Diamonds turned it over and put in their second goal at 7 minutes and 52 seconds. Just taking a quick breather now. It's amazing how tiring it is to talk all this time. Just looking around for my water bottle. I've got a drink. I can keep talking rubbish like normal. Right. Okay, we're back for our face-off. Referee's not. Yeah, he's all ready. Just checking my messages to make sure that I'm saying the random words if any do arrive. Ed, that's you we're thinking of. Okay, right. Again, the Diamonds have broken in. Kerry Greaves has the puck. She's looking to centre it for somebody. I think the Diamonds have now worked out how they should play against this very strong, experienced Blackburn team. Some nice little tips. Unfortunately, Ashley Clark didn't quite get on the back of it, but Kerry Greaves again is there. Now, Kerry Greaves will recognise a few of these players because when she started her hockey career many years ago, along with me, she used to play against many of these, including Ruth Leopold, who we all lovely know as Ruth Aspinall. Who else have we got down there? She played against Sarah Wilson at times. There's definitely a few. I even think Rachel Pierce as well. There we go. That's the goals announced. Just in case you did miss them, I can repeat them. If I can find the right chat on my mobile phone. It's all very technical these days. So we've got the first goal was an unassisted goal by Izzy Oswin, and the second goal was scored, I believe, by Carla Clark, assisted by Izzy Oswin again, getting her points in today, and number 5, Melissa Veal. So some really great work. And that's a goal for Blackburn. So it was a beautiful work goal. The defence had kind of gone to sleep a little bit. So that one occurred by Emily making the first beautiful wide butterfly save, but then bounced right back to that player who gave it another goal. And just managed to squeeze past onto the inside post, where I would have liked to have seen maybe the defender covering that. So a little bit of the lessons learned for the Diamonds. But this is good. This is what we expected. We knew it'd be end to end. It was 5-5 last time, so let's see what happens this time. Third face off again. We're in play. Sonia Bryce getting the puck, clearing the zone. Melissa Veal taking the puck out of the zone and onto Carla Clark. One of them will hopefully skate onto it. Just managed to hit Melissa in the cage. You know, it's a good job we do wear cages and we are very sensible about our safety, unlike the men who feel as though the puck can just bounce off their noses. Yeah, we are getting stuck in. We've got almost 3 of them going for the same puck, determined not to be caught out. We might have a breakaway here, but Katie Paynton, she was all on it. Katie's having to work really hard here. Just flipped the back of the net. You know, from this angle, it almost looked like it was a goal. The Blackburn ladies using their experience here and really trying to put on the same goal as what the Diamonds had.
Elephant Battenberg.
Goodness me. So the words have come through. And you probably all heard the words, so it's maybe spoil it, but still, I can't believe that I've got to say random words again. This is not fair, and I need them writing down so I remember what they are. Anyway, the Diamonds are really trying to, pull back that goal. Melissa Veal doing the sensible thing. She's played it into the attacking zone, got off the ice, and allowed for a line change. Then again, tape to tape passes from these Blackburn ladies. They're not messing about. They're here to play hockey. I think we like passing the puck in the air, unfortunately. We need to develop that skill.
That is goal number 4 for Blackburn. Scored by number 56,
So I think that the Blackburn lady, number 56, is trying to match our player because it was our player that scored our opening goal. So I'm just wanting to check down, see if they've got a 38. Maybe they're going to try and get a 38 to score their second goal. We'll just have to wait and see and watch this space. Blackburn again breaking into the Diamonds defensive zone. Another really tight shot there. But Emily's having to earn her, I don't know, she obviously didn't get paid, but she's having to work. And she enjoys working. She enjoys having opportunities to save the puck. Don't know what happened there, but Sarah Rowlands ended up falling over very close to the keeper. She won't have enjoyed doing that because Sarah also does play in goal as a little bit of a hobby, really. So she knows that not to interfere with the goalie. She's been very physical in front of that net, though. She's trying to provide a really good screen. And if anyone's going to do a good screen, it's going to be Sarah Rowlands. It's an absolute chaos in front of the net at the moment. We've got Karen facing the wrong way into the net, with Sarah Rowlands just regaining her feet again. But Diamonds didn't make anything of it. We could almost see the puck just sat on the line, waiting for someone to nudge it in. But as we all know, we can't use anything other than our sticks to score that goal. So Sarah Rowlands is really causing a commotion in front of that net and just kind of made a new best friend with number 19 from Blackburn. But I know that Sarah's actually a really nice person, so she wouldn't have done any of that in malice. Right, here we go. Izzy Oswin going in for a great shot. Brilliant save. Didn't bounce back to her. I don't know what happened there. Looked like someone actually went against the barrier. I don't think it was a hit. It was just unfortunate. But number 84 of Blackburn is very cross about it. You just have to see. Now that period's flown by. I would swear blind that we're running 15-minute periods at this rate. Someone's going to get a penalty. And I think it's the Diamonds. It's 100% the Diamonds. Right. I think Carla Clark has been. That was looked like cross-checking. Okay. I think Carla can't speak anymore. Sorry. I haven't been drinking. I promise you that. Carla Clark has just taken the 2-minute penalty, and it looked like it was cross-checking going by the call from the referee. So here we go. Blackburn 5-on-4. Let's see if they can get that equalising goal. We've got 1 minute 37 remaining in the period, and Diamond short-handed. And as I said to you, Sarah Wilson, fantastic shot from the point. Great saves. We've already had 2 shots in this power play. You can watch NHL games and sometimes they get 1 shot on. So maybe Blackburn's been practicing their power plays just for this particular moment. I think it's definitely a brilliant matchup. Right, now then, let's just see. This is just incredible what I'm watching. There we go. So that's a clear, and now we've got Melissa Veal, got 2 players on her. Didn't quite manage to make it to the puck. Sarah Wilson with her exceptionally long stick and very long legs, hence her nickname Legs, managing to get there before Melissa could cause some trouble for Karen Higgins in the Blackburn net.
Penalty on the Kingston Diamonds, number 38. Carol Clark, 2 minutes from question.
There we go. We just had confirmation. 2 minutes cross-checking. Harla Clark, and she will be starting the 3rd period in the box unless Blackburn pull off the equaliser in the final 21 seconds of the game. And they look lethal. Number 53 got some real wheels on her. Some brilliant skating. Trying to get in front of the net, not quite managed it. They look like there's a trip there. I'm wanting to know who he actually called. Hopefully the Blackburn. He's pointing at the Blackburn lady, number 81, their assistant captain. With 6 seconds to go, we will be going even-handed for the next 36 seconds, with the benefit of a period break in between. Diamond's not sure which side they want to take. Someone needs to be assertive. There we go. I think the referee chose for the Diamonds because they were deliberating far too long on that. Right, 4 on 4, 6 seconds. Puck has been dropped. See if it can be contained. It looks like it's going to be contained. We're not going to get shot away now. And the siren's gone. And I can also say that the hooter at the Hull Arena still is broken. Fortunately, our wonderful DJ Craig was totally on it with his virtual hooter. Quick period break and I'll be back with you.
Yeah, you're on.
No,
No.
welcome back to the second period of the Kingston Diamonds versus the Blackburn Thunder ladies. I think it's Blackburn Thunder, I might be totally wrong. Blackburn Hawks, sorry. It's because the song's singing the AC/DC Thunder, which is a pretty cool song, I think. I wonder if there's a team called the Blackburn Thunder. It sounds kind of right. There must be. But anyway, quick adjustment of my microphone. Hopefully it's working well. There we go, that's much better. Right, so we've got Karen Higgins drifting off to her net. I don't know if anyone wants to decide if the brown is a cool colour or not. It's very retro. I know when we all started playing ice hockey in the very, very late 80s, brown was the only colour you could get. I feel like I'm being drowned out by the music, but I don't mind. AC/DC is pretty cool. Mr. Hewitt is nicely positioned in the centre of the ice. We're going 4-on-4 for the next 24 seconds, and then Diamonds will be released, and then we'll see what can happen. See if the Diamonds have been practicing their power play as well as what the Blackburn team's been practicing theirs. So, Diamonds making one lone person go down the ice, the other two waiting. Blackburn clearing the zone quite easily there. It's almost like Erica wasn't quite looking, but Diamonds took the words right out of my mouth. Diamonds back to full strength. Kyla Clark's back on the ice. Let's see if we can take advantage of this power play. I mean, we saw what the Blackburn ladies were doing. As soon as they got that power play, they managed to get 3 shots on net. Diamonds yet to have a shot on net in their power play. In fact, Blackburn are looking as if they're going to take it to the other end. And, you know, how better to actually... I don't know why... Okay, so the Blackburn girl was getting a little bit excited there. She tried to jump around the player. I don't actually think the player did anything to upset her, but from my angle, maybe I'm not seeing it. But straight after that, Emily had to deal with a shot on that, a very dangerous looking Blackburn player straight on her, so she had to swipe it away into the corner. Sensible thing to do when you can't quite kill that puck. Again, Blackburn's offside, and it was an intentional offside, I'm thinking. So hopefully we're going to take it all the way down to the other end of the ice. This is what the Diamonds need. 25 seconds. They've got to take advantage of this and get it into the attacking zone. Okay, a little bit of a chat with the defensive partners going on there. They're probably trying to decide who's going to take the big shot, but you're only going to get a big shot when you receive the big pass. So there you go, Blackburn being really sensible. 16 seconds left on that Blackburn penalty. It was a nice pass across there to Eva, but not quite received. Kerry Greaves battling on the boards. Again, Sonia Bryce, you know, waiting and thinking who's she going to set up. There you go, cheeky little pass across to Captain Lois Tomlinson, and we are now back at full strength. Oh, that's with both teams full strength. Maybe the Diamonds were being all equitable and didn't want to put any shots on net whilst Blackburn were one man down. Very sporting of them. I don't think that was the situation, but let's just see if we can get something going on now with 5-on-5. Oh, that to me looks like could go for icing, but the Diamonds player's on it. Eva's skating. She's got opportunities to pass. She was a little bit late with the pass. Sonia Bryce went there to help out. Izzy Oswin trying to get control of the puck, didn't quite do so. Bit of D2D passing going on, nice chip on. Carla Clark receiving the benefit of that chip on, and now she's breaking into the attacking zone with a nice clean shot. Just squeezed past. Honestly, how that didn't go in, I don't know. But somebody's, or the goalie gods, are looking after Karen today. There we go. The Blackburn ladies have dealt with the situation and cleared the zone. Nice pass by Diamonds. Straight in there. Beautiful skating. Looks like, is it Melissa Veal trying to censor the puck? Didn't quite. Blackburn stick got on the end of that pass and prevented it from reaching the recipient. Now, look, who was that? So Izzy Oswin chose to make the shot, unfortunately straight into the body of Karen, who dealt with it beautifully and killed the hook, allowing her team to get that change. Diamond's choosing not to do a big personnel change. About to face off, there we go, and looks like Blackburn have got it out again. Diamond's bunched together, I'm not sure what's going on there. Just letting the Blackburn ladies skate through. And cheeky little shot. Nice clearance by Amber Park. One of our relatively new players. She's come through the learn to play system that we've had set up. She's played for our B team, now onto the A team, and hopefully she'll get onto our Division 1 team. Great save by Emily. Put under some undue pressure there. I think the Diamonds really need to get control of the situation. You may have just heard the puck pinging off the bottom post there. So Emily almost beaten. Diamonds just throwing the puck back at the Blackburn girls, giving them opportunities to return further shots. I think Emily choosing to kill the puck, almost in the same style as Karen at the other end, saying, no guys, I think you guys need to change and let's see if we can sort it out. Fresh legs coming onto the ice. It looks like Diamonds only want to send 2 players out. Coaches have fallen asleep there. That's it. The lines come to join them. Dropped, trying to get that puck out. We need a bit more power behind you to get that clearance going. Too much hovering around on the blue line there. Diamonds really need to get stuck in and be a bit more defensive. You know, we need to prevent these Blackburn girls from getting hold of it because they're not forgiving. They're going to be putting them shots in. So Eva just kind of slapped it. It really didn't go anywhere, but she had that opportunity to take the shot. And Zoe Marple's little backhand pass ended up with a Blackburn player. Erica Proud now chasing into the Diamonds end to get that clearance. Nice pass to Sarah Rowlands, who then passes it on to Eva. Eva manages to get it into the zone. I mean, some referees may have suggested it was offside the way she took it in, but Diamonds are still trying to make something and get a goal. Well, Erica's now having to escape back down. Zoe Marples has got there too. Emily's come out to help, just saved a little bit of skating. And Melissa Veal and Izzy Osmond unfortunately just clipped the back of Izzy's leg, or she would have been free, home and dry to skate in on Karen Higgins in the Blackburn net. Again, Diamond's making such hard work of this. It's unusual. Again, to Izzy's feet, needs just maybe push it a bit further forward and hitting people's feet. Some good skills being demonstrated there by Izzy Oswin. The defender didn't quite manage, and it's still in. Oh, the linesman is calling it out. I didn't see the whole puck cross the line there. It sat on the blue line, so I'm not sure I've got a better vantage point up here. But you would have thought the referee being stood on that blue line would have seen that it did not come out the zone. We're not grumbling. Another shot on the Blackburn net. This is a very chilled affair so far. I must say, I really do like the Blackburn ladies' shirts. I bet I said that last time. They really stand out. It's a great colour to play in. Sonia Bryce, very assertive there, not letting that Blackburn player get by. Excellent work by Sonia. Probably our toughest cookie there. You know, not quite the cookie monster, but she's a tough lady there. Now, let's see what's going on here. Are we going to get another shot on there? There was a little bit of a back pass there, but nobody was ready to receive. Again, Sonia skating into the rescue. Offside by Blackburn. players coming out. That's good. They can now re-enter the zone. But the Diamonds don't want any of that. Lois Tomlinson being a little bit optimistic with the ability of her players to, and now the Diamonds get the offside call. It's one thing for sure anyway, the Blackburn ladies deserve to be in this league 100%. I mean, the other week we witnessed Widnes take an absolute thumping from the Diamonds. This isn't happening with Blackburn. They are competitive. They're here to play the game and they're doing a great job of it. So Diamonds just cleared their defensive zone. Blackburn looking to re-enter, which they have done. Diamonds really need to be stronger. I'm just delighted that Emily took control of the puck there and killed it off. Some of the younger Diamonds, the strength in their arms maybe not matching the same strength as those ladies of the Blackburn side. They face off in the Diamonds defensive zone. Blackburn obviously wanting to keep it in, but we might have a clear break here. Got a beautiful centering pass. Didn't quite manage to get on the end of it. At least it didn't hit the back of Izzy's feet this time. But then again, end-to-end hockey, the Blackburn ladies are coming down on the Diamonds net. Nice little work by Zoe Marples, preventing that shot. Izzy Oswin is there. She's trying to Dixie doodle her way out, and she's achieved that. Sarah Wilson now having the puck. Carla Clark knocking it into the defensive zone, but then it's turned around again. This is a challenging game to commentate on. It is end-to-end hockey. I'm not used to seeing it. I'm usually seeing Diamonds camped out in the opposing team's zone, but it's not happening here today. Emily will be absolutely shocked that she's having to, play a usual game of hockey. The poor lady's been without many shots for most of the season, and now suddenly Blackburn rock up and they show us and they put the shots on net. So good on you, Blackburn. Again, it's in the Diamonds defensive zone. Diamonds, a bit flummoxed, they're just not used to this. Oh, unfortunately, Ty blew on one of the Blackburn ladies' skates. Diamonds seems to be in control. A bit of a random hit at the middle there. I don't know if she was trying to get a line change. I know that I tend to put the puck on the opposing goalie's net when I want a line change, but didn't quite reach it. Anyway, something's quite interesting developing now. We've got Lois Tomlinson breaking in. We've got Kerry Greaves drifting towards the net. Lois wanting to centre it, not quite there. Skated behind the net to do so. Still got control of the puck. She's got a bit of strength on her, Lois. One of the Blackburn ladies went down. I don't know if she was actually trying to trick Kerry, but Kerry's a very good player and won't stand for that. Although Kerry didn't manage to get some power behind that, and Kerry's got a fantastic shot. She'll be kicking herself for that. It was an absolute gift dropped onto her in front of the net. Diamonds seems to be controlling this and keeping the Blackburn ladies in. Ashley Clark knocking it again into the behind the net area. I'm sure there's a proper term for it, sorry. And now Blackburn come clear, skating the puck out and trying to make something. Looks like Ruth Leopold was drifting in to try and get that back first one. Bad clearance by the Diamonds that found straight onto a Blackburn player. Diamonds again struggling to get the puck clear of the zone. Even Sonia Bryce, we just named her the Cookie Monster because she's a tough monster. No, she's not a monster, she's beautiful actually. Getting it out of the zone. Someone's going to get me into trouble by me suggesting these random words. I'm waiting for the big word to come up. But I need one of the diamonds to put a cracking shot on net for me to do that one. Okay, some really good work by Melissa Veal. She's kicking the puck to maintain control. She has done so. She's seen an opportunity. She just didn't have enough strength in that pass. Didn't reach the player. Again, she's got the puck again. It wasn't Melissa at that time. It was Izzy. Izzy and Melissa are very interchangeable. Great work by Erica Proud. She stood her ground there. She put the puck back in again. And again, Erica Proud having to do the work. Right, let me just see. Right, okay, so we can take a lot from this game so far. You know, the strength of the passes, the strength of the shots, the accuracy. But what we are brilliant at is skating. And talking of skating, Izzy Oswin's got the puck. She had a person following. A great save there, forced by and a lovely shot. It was a nice drop pass. I think it was Izzy to Melissa Veal, and these two are working beautifully together. It's a really good pairing that, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing more of. 7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this period, and neither have managed to score. Let's just see what happens here. So again, nice shot straight off the face-off to Karen Higgins, who dealt with it beautifully. Referee looking to the bench, straight arm up, saying no more people, no changing, and the guys are staying out there for a second face-off. Same technique. I don't know. I can see the puck so loose. Was not controlled at all. Diamonds need to pounce on these. Diamonds are the better skaters, and to me, it looks like Blackburn are the better stick handlers and shooters, which is disappointing. Again, Eva's now skating down the ice. Hopefully she's going to break in. She does like to go it alone. Opportunity to pass. She scores! She scored! Going it alone. Usual technique. Fantastic celebration with teammates. I even believe that Sarah Selby blew a kiss then. Very nice. Sorry, Sarah Rowlands. Sarah Selby's her nickname. She achieved that nickname many, many years ago when on her first stint with the Diamonds. I think we had 3 Sarahs playing for the team at the time. She was the final Sarah to join. We asked where she came from. She said, I live near Selby, and therefore she got her nickname as Sarah Selby. And we all kind of know her as Selby, so it's very hard when commentating to remember people's real names. Okay, right, back in the action. Diamonds trying to make something good, but this number 56, and I'm going to have to check my phone for her name because she's been playing so well for the Blackburn team. Great shot, and she was in there for the rebound. Diamonds now having to take the face off down in their defensive zone to hopefully clear it out. Scanning across, looks like we've got Izzy. Yeah, Izzy and Melissa are back out together again. Coaches are obviously delighted with the work that they're doing because it seems to me that they just went out for a quick rest and they're back out again. And there we go. Izzy's got the perk onto, sorry, that was Melissa onto Izzy. Again, they're interchangeable. Can't help but think that. Oh, some beautiful passing between the two of them.
Goal number 3 for Kingston, and scored number 10,
Oh, massive block. Firstly, by Zoe Markle. Secondly, by Emily. And then another amazing save by Emily. Really, I'd actually rewind that and play that back again when you get the opportunity on Wednesday when we actually upload the feed to the internet. Lois Tomlinson having a really good go trying to get a tip, but Karen Higgins in the Blackburn, she was all over it. Well, got a nice in there to the benefit of the Diamonds now. Five minutes 25 to go on this second period. The home team, the Kingston Diamonds, leading 3-1. Okay, we just had confirmation the goal scored was number 10 from 93. Nice to see Amber Park getting an assist. So I'm sure that he's going to announce it any minute now. So this is when I try and shut up, and so people can actually hear Chris. Sorry, Craig. It was Chris that told us that to stop. Oh, dangerous here. Really, really good work there by Katie Payton. She's a very offensive defence. You know, does like to skate up. I can't believe what I've just seen. She's so Katie Payton skated in with the puck, centred it. Our player might have touched it, not sure. It was the Blackburn player that put it in the back of the net. Blackburn player finished that off for the Diamonds. Really sad when you see that, because as a player, when you score a home goal, you feel really, really responsible and gutted about it. But these things do happen. Diamonds now lead 4-1 with 4 minutes 53 to go. Blackburn not allowing that to ruffle their feathers. Oh, that was quite good for Blackburn Hearts, sorry. And get straight in there and straight back into the Diamonds defensive zone. I'm seeing great work by number 19 of Blackburn, who then chose to throw it down into their defensive zone. I mean, it was a risky strategy, but it appeared to work because they're now back in the attacking zone with number 53 coming in on the net. And the goal, a brilliant goal. Emily thought she had it, and she did, but then it just slipped under her stick between her legs in the back of the net. These Blackburn girls are not good enough. I'm not sure what they've been eating, but maybe they've been having a nice slice of Bamberg cake before they got on the ice. That marzipan, that pink and yellow delight is giving them energy. Or maybe it's just a random word that I've been told to say during the commentary. Anyway, we're back on the attack. Again, the Diamonds equally showing resilience. This is like, if you open your dictionary under the page, resilience, this is a great example of it. Both teams not giving up. One team scores, the other one responds. It's a great game of hockey to watch and to commentate, even though I'm constantly saying we're in the defensive zone, we're in the attacking zone, because it's a very busy, difficult thing to commentate on. At least there's not many penalties. Anyway, there we go. Beautiful pass to Sarah Rowlands, also known as Sarah Selby. She didn't have any opportunities there. She stood still. I mean, when we're coaching, we do try and convince our players to keep moving. So much easier. Beautiful catch, by the way, by Emily. So much easier to get going if you are already moving. It's more efficient. Same goes for driving your car, incidentally. Just roll up to them roundabouts. You don't need to stop. Just keep going. Save loads of fuel. And that's the principle of us keeping our movement going for the Diamonds skaters. Right, face off in the Diamonds defensive zone. Straight away, one, and then pass to. Interesting technique by Sonia there. This is not looking good. I'm not liking this at all. It's very little control, a lot of confusion, and Emily prevented that by killing the puck. Alright, I've just seen here, got my glasses on, helps, that the goal against the Diamonds by the Hearts was scored by number 53 from number 88. Number 88, I know he's been Sarah Wilson. Okay. Diamonds again struggling to clear the zone from this experienced Blackburn team.
Goal number 4 for Kingston Diamonds, by 26, assisted by 24.
Okay, so we've got 2 minutes 34 to go.
Goal number 2 for Blackburn, scored by number 53, assisted by number 81,
I had one goal. That looked like offside to me. I was really It's very offside. I did grumble that we hadn't seen any goals this period, and then suddenly we get, a goal from both ends. Katie Payton then, looking like she was trying to shoot on our net then, but she wasn't. Okay, Erica Proud again struggling to get the pucks clear. This is not good. Fortunately, Emily was all over that. Good leg save. Let's see if we can come up with something. Just throwing it in there to get that line change. This line's been out there a while, and that's why they probably got hemmed in the defensive zone. Again, good passing by Blackburn. Nicely intercepted by Erica Proud. Trying to set something up. Oh, Izzy was unlucky there not to take that puck. We all know what, if she'd not got that puck, she'd been down on the net and trying to get another goal. A little bit of battling for the puck. Number 53 comes out with it. Talented player is number 53. Centered the puck. Danger. Centering the puck even if your player's not ready to receive it. If the opposing defensive teams there, they might get a lucky bounce and get a home goal. So, sensible play. Right, Carla Clark is now coming into the net. Really brilliant save by Karen Higgins there. Fantastic save. I mean, it came off her head, but a save's a save. This is looking dangerous. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I would like to see a stoppage in play. I looked away. It looks like Melissa Veal, number 53 Blackburn Carter. I don't think there's any malice or any intention. There was certainly no call. The referee didn't have his hand up. I think it's just a hockey incident. Tim Heaton now is walking out onto the ice just to, assess the situation. Teammates were obviously looking very concerned. Referees, obviously talking to each other just to, see if it was an incident or not. I'm trying to hear what he says, but I'm not quite getting it. Tim's medically trained. He's a real asset to the team. In addition to being our head coach, he actually works in a medical setting too. So we will certainly be doing the right thing for Melissa. Melissa's dad's also one of the coaches. He's on the bench looking. Hopefully she's fine. She's now sitting up, so that's a really good sign. We're just taking her some water. We'll just have to see. I can also see that the Blackburn bench are taking this moment to look at their strategy, maybe work out some new tactics. We've only got 24 seconds left to play. If I was the referee right now, I'd be saying, why don't we just add this 24 seconds? But no, Melissa's up, the players are clapping. She does look like she's in pain. Hopefully she's going to be okay. I don't think she particularly wants to talk to anybody right now. It looks very uncomfortable. Anyway, the game will commence. 24 seconds to play this second period, where the Diamonds are leading 4-2 at this moment in time. Referee's ready for the face-off. Girls are going to line up. Let's see what can happen in the next 24 seconds. And we're back in play again. Obviously, we're in the Diamonds defensive end. Blackburn have the puck. They're coming round for a wraparound. Emily's wise to it again. Wonderful catch. I mean, Emily is such an outstanding netminder. She had to deal with quite a lot there. In addition, she killed the puck, made it safe. Tim Whelan sent two of his power forwards out now just to deal with the final 10 seconds of this period. There we go. And let's just get it out of the zone. Out of the zone. That's it. Lovely. Not time for a shot. And that's the end of the second period. Score is 4-2 to the Kingston Diamonds. I'll be back for the third. And here we are back for the third period of this very entertaining and end-to-end game of hockey between Blackburn Lady Hawks and the Kingston Diamonds. Face off just about to take place. Hewitt's dropping the puck, and away we go. So straight away, it was the Blackburn that took control. Diamonds seem to have had a little chat in the period break. I'm not sure it's working out yet, but I mean, from what I'm seeing, the Diamonds are the better skaters, and Blackburn are the better stick handlers and shooters. So let's see what wins: skating or stick handling and shooting. Right, Diamonds got Erica Proud just about to clear the zone. Didn't quite manage it. Number 53 for Blackburn, who's a very, very handy player, and she stood there waiting for a long pass. Erica Proud was wise to it, but then she's got the puck in the zone. Blackburn looking dangerous. Had to knock someone over in front of the net, unfortunately. You know, no one likes to do it like that, but the referee let her get away with it. Right, okay, so nice stopping there by Izzy. Izzy tried to put the puck on. Zoe Markles tried to play it back in, a little bit weak, and the Blackburn girls have regained control. They're setting something up now. Nice pass across. Oh, if only Kerry could have kept it in. Poor communication going on. Right, Lois Tomlinson skating in, looking up for a centering pass, tries to do this, hits side of net. Goalie didn't cover the puck, it's still free, looked under the glove, wondered where it'd gone, and it was on its way out the zone. Okay, again, Kerry Greaves skating back in, good control, straight in, I think not quite on the net, but it was in the region of the net. And Kerry's showing her dominance in this shift. She's making some great passes, some good plays. Lois not quite making the right pass. Sonia Bryce was skating in. We've got a 1-on-0 coming in on net, and they've scored. We've now got a 1-goal deficit between the Blackburn Lady Hawks and the Kingston Diamonds. That's unfortunate. You've got to be really, really accurate with the passes, and that goal was set up from a missed pass in the Diamonds, well, in the Blackburn defensive zone. The Blackburn girls absolutely delighted with this, absolutely celebrating. Everybody, you know. Oh, I've just looked across and I've just seen Melissa Veal with her arm strapped up. Maybe we're looking at either a dislocation or a broken collarbone. One of the Diamond players have gone to assist, maybe to take the skates off, ready for the trip to Hull Royal Infirmary, which I hope that's not the case because Melissa's not actually from Hull. This could have rattled the team, losing one of their most influential players. Anyway, Eva is now broken out and is heading towards the Blackburn net. Total miss hit of the puck. Didn't even come off his stick. Went to Erica Proud, who's had another go at it. Izzy Oswin. Brilliant shot by Izzy Oswin there. Really good. She has come on so much this season. His shooting and his skating is always outstanding. Diamond's completely cracked the net and puck is still free, it's still there. But Blackburn handled it, but again, Diamonds have kept the puck in the defensive zone of Blackburn. I don't know how to describe it. But Blackburn now got the puck. Can Erica Proud keep it in the zone? Maybe not. Experience won over Erica. Unfortunately, the Blackburn player shot very wide, giving a lifeline to Diamonds. Erica Proud's doing a foot race with Ruth Leopold, and again, Eva on her own, some good stick handling, just the shots a little weak. She needs to get some power. Maybe they need to get some of that Battenberg cake that the Blackburn girls have all been into. I've got a face off in the Blackburn defensive zone. Really need to find something. Can't carry on like this. It's almost like 3 to a puck at the moment. Just lobbed in there. Again, Blackburn winning over a brilliant pass throw. Very lucky not to reach its target. Lois Tomlinson doing a last-ditch dive at the player's feet to try and disturb that pass, but I don't think it was reaching them anyway. Again, Diamond struggling to clear the zone. I'm not sure if it's out yet. From this angle, you can't quite see. There's a lot of digging and fishing going on. I mean, Sarah Rowland's on her knee. It looks like, I don't know what it looks like from this angle. It doesn't look like hockey from this angle. Anyway, puck is now free. Diamonds doing their best to try and get back into the defending zone. Carla Clark with the puck, but it was taken from her by Sarah Wilson. And we've now got Sonia Bryce looking to set something up. She lobs it in the air, high stick, obvious. I mean, when you're a player and you do that, you do feel quite proud that, look, I pulled the puck out of the air with my stick. It's just, in these situations, you need to either not touch it yourself or let the opposition get it or go for the face-off. And she went for the face-off. But it's now outside the zone. So hopefully Diamonds can keep going. But no, the puck fell for the Blackburn player. Carla Clark is now skating in. She's past the first defender. Can she beat the goalie? Oh my goodness me. It was an excellent shot. It was incredible. It was going top corner, glanced the post. It was very unlucky not to have gone in. And then Diamond's still in the usual place, camped out in their defensive zone. It's almost like a D2B game where that's basically our home. We live in the defensive zone. We're back in the Blackburn defensive zone, which is a better place for us to be. We keep it in, the puck's kept in. Carla Clark being very strong. Nice shot on net. I think it was possibly Erica Proud. She's doing great. So last year at 16s. So next season, unfortunately, she was just playing with two Diamonds teams. That's the Division 1 team and the D2A team. But she is back in action tomorrow for the under 16s, where she's a real standout player. And they face off in the Blackburn defensive zone. My words aren't coming out right anymore, are they? The Diamonds are relatively in control. They were until a Blackburn player spoiled the party. Now we've got a 2-on-1. Sonia Bryce, the defender, really high and hard shot coming in from Blackburn. Missed the net, fortunately. Sonia Bryce doing her best to defend. What we do need, though, is for players like Sonia Bryce to keep their cool, stay on the ice, and let's keep this 1-goal lead. Right. Oh, I'm lucky there. Puck taken off the player. No. It just doesn't seem to be falling right for the Diamonds. I really can't put my finger on what's going on, other than the Blackburn experience, dominating the Diamonds' much younger team. Okay, brilliant interception by Erica Proud. She's on her own. They're very possibly a bad line change. I hit the side of the net. Player looks to be down, potentially injured. I don't know if it was the goalie that she crashed into. Izzy Oswin having the puck taken off her in real style by, I think, Sarah Wilson. This is now just turned into a game of basketball, the fact that we're going backwards and forwards. Fortunately, neither of the goalies giving in at the moment, but the players definitely, got the memo on we're going to go end-to-end hockey. So Marple skating towards the puck at the moment, looking for options, wasn't many, just bounced it off the boards, hoping for her attacking play to skate onto it. She didn't quite make it. There we go, an offside call against the Blackburn ladies. 12 minutes and 3 seconds to go in this third period, where we're still presently 4-3 to the Kingston Diamonds. This really is playing out to be a repeat of the last time these met at the Hull Arena, where I believe the score was 5-all. Emily really on it there, beautiful save. Absolutely cracking shots coming off these Blackburn sticks. Some great dancing going on as well on the stage. Our DJ's full of energy today, very happy with that dance. He's looking particularly cool with his sunglasses on his head. He thinks he's on holiday and the game's back in play. Right, some clear instructions coming from the Blackburn bench, skate hard, skate hard. I think they've maybe thought it was going for icing. It wasn't quite. Great foot to stick work there. I mean, this number 53 for Blackburn, that was a clear trip. We're now just hoping it's not a penalty shot. It was a trip, and he's awarded it as a trip. So the Diamonds will be going down to 4-on-5. And now I'm just looking. Is that Sonia Bryce going into the Sonia Bryce penalty box? I do believe so. So there we go. Sonia is now in the penalty box. We do joke that it's her second home, but she has been particularly good of late and behaving herself. Well, that was a good start by Katie Paynton, knocking the puck down the ice to kill some of this time off. I mean, it does give the Blackburn girls an opportunity to get their team back together and organise themselves. Carla Clark being a nuisance, trying to get the puck from them and bang it back down again. But the Blackburn girls do have control, and they're looking for the passing opportunities. Got a great shot on net there. I even had a little tip on the way in, but Emily Johnson nicely covered it and prevented anything from coming of it. So Diamonds collapsing a little bit in their defensive formation. There seems to be just too much going on in front of the net. They really just do not like having that player in the way. Carla Clark neatly clearing it down the ice, and the power play 1 line is being replaced by power play 2 line. So here again on the attack are the Blackburn ladies. Almost going offside, but not quite. So that was lucky for them. But the puck has now been played to their very lethal number 53, who's got the skills, she's got the moves, and the Diamonds have taken another penalty. The Diamonds have said, we're not happy about you, number 53. 2 of them lined up and hit Captain Lois Tomlinson going to the bench for an interference call, putting the Kingston Diamonds down to a 3-on-5, which not the most, well, not the best place to be. Fortunately, there's 10 minutes left, or 10 minutes and 1 second. So fingers crossed, the Diamonds can kill off this 5-on-3, and then another 5-on-4. So 32 seconds remaining on the first penalty. The Diamonds are still struggling to clear this zone. They really, really need to be getting hold of it and hitting it hard. It looked like a little bit of goalie interference there. If I was calling it, I'm not a referee, by the way. I think we're all referees at home at times, but still. Yeah, the girls, the Blackburn girls, appear to be very well drilled on where to stand. Now Diamond's now back to 4 players. Oh, there's another trip. So this is now advantageous of the Diamonds. The Blackburn girls are going to lose a player. down to 4-on-4, and we're even-handed when Diamonds will be gaining an advantage with 41 seconds once their penalty being sat by their captain, Lois Tomlinson, has expired. So Diamond's been given the advantage to select which side to take the face off. They need to be a little bit organised on that one. They're ready to go. So neither team are allowed to ice it at the moment. No one has an advantage. You can see the strength of the Blackburn girls, because when the Diamond girls try and challenge, oh my goodness me. Diamonds are now taking another penalty, and I'm not saying it's interference, but he was maybe wrapped a little bit too much around the player. She was trying to lean on the player, however, maybe it was seen by the referee to being a bit too overzealous. Blackburn ladies smiling about this. They can. It's in their grasp. You know, they're determined to get this goal. So as the Diamonds go back to 4-on-3, this is unusual.
Unfortunately, our Kingston is number 56 is the opponent. 2 minutes remaining.
Okay, so coming back down, it almost looks like the Diamonds are playing with 3 defenders, but Carla Clark is actually a natural forward. There's a good little bit of goalkeeping there from Emily, which we come to know and love. Emily's been one of the best goalies in this league, without a doubt. I don't know why the Blackburn girl fell over, but maybe there was a divot in the ice left from public session, don't know. Again, Diamonds trying to kill off this penalty to the best of their ability. I can see Melissa now walking around the ice rink. It looks like, going by the way the sling has been put on her arm, it looks like a collarbone injury, particularly the fact she's holding her collarbone too. Let's hope that Melissa recovers really quickly from this, because she's a crucial member of the Diamonds team. Carla Clark going in for a really hard and high slap shot. I mean, probably the hardest shot we've seen on the Diamonds do so far today. She's certainly got the ability. Now then, we're back to 4-on-4. The Blackburn ladies will be getting an advantage in the next 15 seconds. It's just, amazing just how equal these 2 teams are. Well, surprisingly, I believe last week Blackburn were thoroughly beaten by Sheffield, which is a complete surprise to us all. And maybe they didn't have the full team available, but it looked like it was a 7-2 loss against Sheffield Shadows. Now then, I'm not sure about this style of play that number 53 does, but she likes to try and jump over or around a player. I think the coach has just called her back in, just in case she does do anything like that again, because the referee is now obviously looking for any dangerous style of play, and trying to mount and the opposition maybe isn't the best style of play. But anyway, we're back at it again. The end-to-end, a little offside call. And that's to the favour of the Diamonds. Just looking across, we've got 1 second left before both teams are back to full strength. Goodness me. I thought it almost seems a year ago since both teams had 5 players. Let's just hope in that 1 second we drop the puck, we manage not to get a penalty. And there you go. Both teams back to full strength. So what we got on the clock, we got 6 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. A hard little slap shot, but was wide, coming off either. And again, returning with the Blackburn players. Nice little shoulder dip there to get the puck back in the defensive zone of Blackburn. Players calling for the puck. Izzy Oswin trying to keep the puck in the zone, didn't quite make it. Erica Proud's now in control. Beautiful pass to Eva. Eva's going to try and stick handle through. Had it taken off her by the Blackburn player. And Diamonds trying to set something up now. Izzy Oswin making the play across to Eva. Beautiful pass. Eva's now skating in. These Blackburn players, are they going to get through to her? Oh, Karen Higgins, beautiful save. Offside. Unfortunately, Diamonds were not ready for that rebound that she gave off right in front. Nobody was able to skate onto it. Blackburn did it. Cleared the puck. The remaining Diamonds stayed in the zone, got caught on the offside. But we seem to have the Diamond family back together again. Let's see what we can do. Lois Tomlinson managed to win the face-off, but in a forwardly direction. Diamonds really having to battle here. They're fighting for every single puck. Yeah, now then. So the hand pass called from Blackburn. So I'm like presuming it's just a face-off in the we it's almost like American football. We got about a 5 meter advantage for that hand pass. But Blackburn regain control, trying to skate it out of the zone. Maybe going to manage it, maybe not. Two Diamonds players like stopping for a little cuddle by the looks of it, but no, back in action. Another Diamond player on the floor. Now we've got Zoe with the puck. What's she done with it? She's tried to send it down. Diamond's trying to skate onto it. Kerry Green's very unlucky to not to get hold of that. And again, Blackburn always getting the look of the puck. It's, I know you just say you make your own look. There's a blatant trip on Kerry Greaves by Ruth Leopold. Diamond's not happy about that at all. I mean, maybe Kerry shouldn't have thrown her stick out of the way, but if she left it in the way, she might have stood on it. So was she doing it for safety reasons? Blackburn taking a nice shot on net there, but Diamonds are clear. Carla Clark spins a beautiful pass across to Kerry Greaves, both in the zone clearly. A blatant try. Now that trick did get called. She doesn't want to touch the puck. Yeah. 4 minutes, 31 seconds. That was the second trip on Kerry Greaves. Maybe it was the sensible thing to do. Maybe she didn't have confidence that the goalie was going to make the save. The timeout has been called by the Blackburn ladies. I mean, when I'm in goal, I get really frustrated if people are like getting penalties to try and prevent a shot on me. But that's obviously what the Blackburn team just did just then. They just wasn't willing to have the extra shot on their goalie, Karen Higgins. So both teams taking the opportunity to have a quick chat. I'm not sure what's going to come of it. Tim's very calm and composed. I think he knows what he's at. The Blackburn team equally, very controlled, very disciplined team, very positive team. I'm quite liking it. I mean, the vibe coming off the Blackburn bench is great. There you go. There you go. Hawks, not Thunder as a helm at the start of the game. So let's see what's going to go now. 4 minutes, 31 seconds. Diamonds with one man advantage for the next 2 minutes. Let's hope it's not for the whole 2 minutes. Oh, tried to get a shot, but the defender was there. Nice stiff lift. Now, I think the Diamonds are going to have to be better with the physical presence. I think they've got difficulty in translating the difference between contact and check-in, and it's a very, very fine line in this game. Diamonds is non-check-in. All women's hockey in the UK is non-check-in. just offside. I mean, that was complete miscommunication. I really don't know what was going on in the player's mindset. These things happen. Let's hope the Diamonds can gain order with 1 minute 17 seconds on the penalty and 3 minutes 48 left on the game. Foot drop, Diamonds win that one, win it cleanly. Erica put it in on net, didn't quite hit the goalie. I think she was hopefully hoping for a face-off in the defensive zone. Nice pass there, cleanly received. With Izzy and Eva playing relatively well together. Erica not quite managing to get behind that shot. Frustrating for Erica. There we go. We're just going for a little bit of a dump and chase at the moment. You can see Blackburn's being very careful on not to get any more penalties. But their danger player is on the loose again. She's very frustrated. She gets quite animated when the puck's taken off her. There we go. Another killed off penalty with very few shots on the net by the Diamonds, with the Blackburn girls being all over it. And straight away attacking Emily Johnson, who dealt with that. Got 2 minutes and 21 seconds left. This game could go either way. Hopefully not another repeat of the score from last time. Speaking as a Diamonds person, I'm sure Blackburn are desperate to get that goal back. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see Karen Higgins being pulled in the dying moments of the period. But the Diamonds don't want that to happen, so they're going to keep working hard, trying to prevent the Blackburn girls from getting it. Really looked like it came out the zone there. Definitely out the zone now. Terry Greaves with the puck makes a nice little pass from flower number 45, but then lobs it in on the net. Karen Higgins managing to make that save. Terry Greaves trying to get it across. Needs to keep it out of the zone, needs to keep control as well. So it looks like Sonia Bryce is going for a skate. That's how she rolls. Oh, didn't manage to keep the puck. And now she's having to skate all the way down the other end to prevent anything from happening. Now, that really looked like Rachel Pierce actually checked Kerry Greaves there. Well, that's what it looked like to me. I mean, I'm sure we've got the advantage. Well, actually, she probably checked her in a position that the camera angle didn't cover. So, quite clever play by the Blackburn player if that's where you're going to check someone. Diamonds really now having to keep cool and keep hold of this 1 goal advantage. So we need to do some real nice passing. Need to keep control, keep calm. Karen Higgins of the Blackburn team has just been called to the net. Now that would have been a great shot on net. All we have to do is put the puck on the net and we've got an easy goal. Now the Blackburn team have chosen to stand a player in net now because they've put themselves in such a dangerous position. Diamonds still trying to go for that open net goal, which would be very exciting, but that's it. The game is over. The Diamonds have won 4-3, convincingly at the end maybe, or maybe not. This could have gone either way. A very different result to what we would have been expecting normally. Blackburn played really well, should be super proud of themselves. Definitely deserve to be in this league. There's some fantastic teams in this league, and they're really proven to be one of them. Anyway, it might be too long before we have to wait for the spirit of the game. I mean, for me, their number 53 was outstanding. And for us, Izzy Osborne or Melissa Veal, they've both been really, really great today, and particularly with Melissa picking up that injury. Anyway, thank you for listening, and I will sign off now.
Just like congratulating